Namo Buddhaya, Ashitale. So, in which language are you comfortable? Hindi, English? English? Okay, we'll go in English. Next slide, please. Thank you. So, my name is Yash Dikshit. I'm from Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. I'm a knowledge creator, I'm an educator, and also a quiz master. And I will briefly talk about my journey towards Buddha Dharma. And then after I will talk how we creators can do the service to a pristine Dharma, or to a pristine Buddha Dharma. Thank you. Okay, so my religious background is very complicated. I was born into a Hindu family. Like my father is a Hindu, my mother is a Christian. So initially in my life, I followed Hinduism for a long time. Till I was 8, I was a pure Hindu. Then I was like, okay, Christianity sounds very interesting. I must convert into Christianity. I baptized into Christianity, and then I practiced Christianity for next 10 years. But when I was reading Christianity, I was not getting the answers. I was not getting the satisfaction I was needing from the answers. So that's why I started exploring religions. Like you might have heard, एक गाना है, तेरा मुझे से है पहले का नाता कोई. People might know that. Like if I talk about my childhood, I had a strange habit of collecting laughing Buddha statues. Don't know why, but I was collecting them. So that was another story. Then gradually, in 2013, I believe, I was in Dharamsala for the first time. And when I was walking in the market of Dharamsala, I heard a very beautiful sound. It was Om Mani Padme Hum. I was like, what is this? I want to know more about it. So I searched that sound. For me, it was just a sound. I searched it on YouTube. And I got to know it is a mantra associated with Avalokiteshvara. On that page, I was actually, having a description about Buddhism. At that time, I was a Catholic, a practicing Christian. So many teachings of Buddha Dharma was very difficult for me to accept, because Buddhism is saying there is no creator, there is no permanent soul or Atma. So it was very difficult for me to understand. But gradually by studying, gradually by going through sutras, gradually by listening to great masters like His Holiness Dalai Lama, His Eminence Dzongkar Khyentse Rinpoche, Dilgo Khyentse Rinpoche, and many others, I got a good understanding of Dharma, and then I came to Buddhism. So that's my small journey in brief. Next slide, please. Yeah, thank you. So what is formula of P3, PQ? Like how can we content creators serve the Dharma? How can we, as a digital bodhisattvas I call, how can we benefit all beings? So I will talk about this formula. Yeah. So firstly, practitioners. Practitioners are one of the most important people in Buddha Dharma, because they are the people who practice Buddha Dharma and they bring transformation in their life. They transform their life. And they are the example. Like we want to become like the practitioners. For example, you see His Holiness Dalai Lama. He is a great example of a practitioner. We can see how Buddha Dharma had made him into such a great person, such a great being. You see the Tibetan people, they had lost everything. Like when they came to India, they had nothing. But by practice of Dharma, by indulging in Dharma, they have the resilience, they have the power, they transform themselves. Like Tibetan people never cry, oh, I was like, my homeland is lost, I'm poor, I'm like that, I'm like that. They don't play that victim card. By Dharma, they have the resilience and they transform themselves. That's why practitioners are a very important part in this P3 formula. Okay, then come the preservers or propagators. Like we are majorly, like majority of us content creators or knowledge creators are the preservers or the propagators. Like, okay, the practitioners will practice the Dharma, they will attain a lot of things and wisdom. But we as preservers and propagators must talk about Dharma, must talk about the philosophy in a very systemized manner. We must we must not only randomly talk about Buddha Dharma, we must quote this text. Let's say if you are talking something about Buddha Dharma, you must quote the text. Okay, this is in this sutra, this is in that sutra. That's why you, as a propagator, as a preserver, your content must be rooted in the text of Buddha Dharma, because it is very important, because we are learning the Buddha Dharma from the text itself. That's why we need our shastras and the sutras to promote or to tell Buddha Dharma to the masses. Next slide. So, and the last category is of the protectors. Very few people can be from this category, but it is very difficult. For a protector, you need to have a good knowledge of Buddhism. With that, you need to have a good knowledge of different traditions. You must have that comparative study. You must also know what is going in West, what Hegel said, what Schopenhauer said, what Kant said. You must know all these things because you must be a global citizen. Okay, you are a Buddhist, but you must be aware about different philosophies, different cultures, and also about Indian philosophy. Like as a Buddhist, we must also know about Sankhya Darshan, we must know about the Vedas and Upanishads and Advaita Darshan. So we can defend our dharma because there are many people I see on internet. There are many people who slander the Buddha Dharma, who say negative thing about Buddha Dharma. Like recently, there's one great guru. I would not talk about his name. He said something very wrong about Guru Rinpoche. So we need good knowledge to defend the dharma. That's why we need good knowledge, and also like we must not bash the people. Okay, we must not bash the people. Okay, you are saying wrong. I will not leave you. We must not abuse. But with calm, with compassion, we must deal with people and tell them the truth. Okay, this is the truth, and you must. And gradually, by compassion, these people will realize the truth. Okay, so in the end, we must know, we must understand you are from which P. Who is a practitioner? Who is a preserver? And who is a protector? Excellent. So we need these P3, the 3 pillars of Buddhist content creators or digital bodhisattvas to spread the pristine dharma. Because I personally believe dharma is something which is very precious. Like in Ratna Sutra, I think Pema La had talked about, in I think Ratna Sutra, Buddha said, the 3 jewels are one of the most precious jewels existing on this planet. So we must preserve, we must protect, and we must cherish this dharma, and we must spread this joy, this preciousness of dharma around the world. Thank you. That's the lecture.